Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today I'm going to do a review for my first haul for this year 2021, which is the Mezco Hellboy 2019. Okay, so as I mentioned before, this is a very ironic piece for me because I have not gotten any Mezco last year at all, and this is my very first haul for this year. Okay, and as ironic as it sounds, I have not even watched this movie. Okay, and another ironic thing is I actually prefer the Ron Perlman's Hellboy because I kind of like the first two movie early on, and when they switch to this new actor, it kind of makes me doesn't want to watch the movie anymore because first it's not Ron Perlman, and secondly I find this actor looks kind of scary and thirdly I think I actually heard some very bad reviews on this movie, so I'm still going to watch it nevertheless if I saw it in Netflix or something, but at this moment I have not watched it, so I will not be knowing any further details whether it's accurate or not, but as far as I think it should be accurate, at least for the face. I think it looks pretty alike to the actor himself. Okay, so this is a very standard box for Mezco. Yep, they always have this, and at the side we can see Hellboy. The side here again same thing, and at the back we can see the very nice, they always do this way, they put the figure, they put all the accessories, something like a checklist for you and all the cool poses that he can do. Okay, and also yep, so I have a question for you guys because I want to know how many of you actually keep the boxes for Mezco, or do you guys just throw it away? Because this is one thing that I hate getting Mezco, is the box is too premium for me to actually wants to throw it away, because I doesn't feel like, I couldn't bring myself to throw it away, but at the same time the box is so huge and I kind of like running out of space to keep it anymore. I have about 5 to 6 Mezco by now and I have not thrown any box, and they are taking out all my spaces. Okay, so I'd like to hear from you. Do you really throw it away, or you just keep it up, or what do you do with the boxes? Okay, without further ado, let's get him out. Okay, so this is the Mezco Hellboy right out of the box, and he's still stuck to the plastic because of his tail. Okay, yep, I just let you guys see how they actually do it. It's quite funny they do it this way. Yep, I really hope that the tail is bandy wire. I'm not so sure whether it is or not. I think it is. Yep. Okay, we'll get through that later. Okay, so I'm just trying to get him off the plastic and let's review his face. Ta-da! Wow. Okay, as ugly as I expected. sorry, not ugly, I mean scary, as scary as I expected, and it looks very real. My goodness. Okay, wow, just like the actor. Yep, I remember he's looking like that. That's why I kind of prefer the Ron Perlman's version, which is more friendly kind of look. This one looks pretty scary. Okay, and let's take a look at the overall. Wow, as we know, Mezco is famous for using fabric material for the clothing, the pants, the overcoats, all looks pretty good. Okay, his hair, of course, is soft plastic, I hope. Yep, soft plastic, and they even have the Hellboy logo on the shoulder. Very nice. Okay, yep, and let's see. Wow, very detailed. Okay, the belt. Okay, unfortunately this whole thing is like a one piece. They actually sculpted it all together. I was hoping it's a separate pieces, but it is not, especially for this chain. I was thinking they'll give a real chain, but it's all sculpted together. Okay, yep. Okay, other than that, I think it looks good. It's wired in some, yep, there's a wiring on the overcoat right beneath it, just beneath it. Okay. And this portion there's no wire at all, so kind of funny though, because how they choose where to put the bendy wire just below, and I don't think what's the use. It should be around here so that it can hold some, you know, poses, but it is not. So what's the use of putting it right here? Very funny. Okay. And his famous I think there's a name for this big hands. I kind of, you know, forgot about it. The devil's hands. Okay. Looks good. The joints are pretty tight though. Yep, very nice. The pants is quite standard, nothing new, nothing special. Are these pocket real? Nope, it's all being sealed together, so you can't actually open it up to put anything else, even though it looks very real, but you just can't use it. And the shoe looks standard, pretty normal. It's not real material, it's just made of hard plastic. Okay, and the tail is something that I really fancy about. Okay, looks just nice. There's no wiring here, you can see that, very soft, but I think there are some wiring. Yep, there are some bendy wires here, but it's only up to this portion, stop here, and this portion is just soft rubber. Okay, but other than that, I think it looks good though. Just take a look at his face again. Wow. Very scary. And he even have scars all over his chest. Very nice. Okay, yep, so let's go through some of the articulations for this guy here. Okay, so for the articulations, as always, we'll go through the head first. Let's see. Yep, he can turn to the side, no problem there, because his hair is made of soft rubber. Even to this side is fine, there's no hindering. Looking down, yes, can look down pretty much. Okay, the hair seems fine. Okay, and then looking up, oops, nope. There's a ball joint, you can see the neck. Okay, let's see how well he can look up. No, he can't look up at all. Okay, just looking down. Okay, no problem. And the neck, you can see that it's a single piece with the body. There's no separate piece for the neck. It's all sculpted, so you can only move the head with this ball joint. Okay, and let's take a look at the arms. Of course, he can turn. It's very tight. Okay, let's see. Yep, you can see the big hands there. Wow, it's really tight on how you want to move it. Just be very careful, because there's some hindering as well with the clothing. You just don't want to tore any of the clothing. Yeah, you can do 180 degrees. Of course, if you want to do it 360 degrees, it's better for you to remove the overcoat. Yeah, so can go up slightly less than 90 degrees. Is there a shovels? No, I don't think there's a shovels. Yep, there's no shovels on the bicep. Single joint elbow, if I'm not wrong. Okay, and of course you can move his hand. They are interchangeable hands for this one as well as the other one. Okay, so for the body, let's take a look. There's a joint at the mid torso. Okay, so you can bend forward. Not much, unfortunately. Bending backwards. Not much as well. Okay, yep, so side to side, just slightly, not much. And his waist, can he turn? No, I think this whole piece is just a single piece. Okay, his leg, let's see if he can do a split. Yes, this is the best he can do. And kicking forwards, slightly less than 90 degrees. I think it's about 90 degrees, sorry. Okay, kicking backwards, let's see. Yep, this is just the best you can do. Not much. Is there a shovels? There's an inner shovels, you can see that, can turn it. Okay, and double joint double joint knee. Okay, yep, this time there's a double joint knee. And of course his leg, you can still move it. Okay, no problem. There's a articulations here, a ball joint if I'm not wrong. Yep, there's a ball joint here. Okay, you can move it, and there's no toe hinge or whatsoever. Okay, pretty limited articulation on the upper body, I would say. And the tail, of course, like I said just now, is a bendy wire, but try not to, you know, overdo it because you might broke it. Okay, so I think this is the best we can do. Okay, very nice. Yep. Okay, so as you can see, this Hellboy doesn't comes with much. Okay, so let's go through the hands first. As always, he comes with a closed fist hands for his right hands, and also a gun holding hands for his left hand, which looks pretty good. You can actually see all the veins there. Yep. And then he comes with another 4 more hands for the left hands and 2 more for the right hands. Okay, so we take a look at closed fist hands. Okay, very nice with the black fingernails. And this hand is for holding on to something. I believe is to hold on to the horseshoe right over here. Okay, and then he comes with another holding hands, which I believe this time this is for holding the briefcase. Okay, or maybe even holding the sword, which doesn't come with this set, of course. It comes with the PX sets. Okay, and then another grabbing hands for the left hands. Okay, and for the right hands it only comes with 2. One is the relaxed hand, and these fingers are very soft. Okay, although they are not articulable, it's just a fixed posture, but it's very soft. Okay, and then he comes with another hands like the grabbing hands. Yep, looks good. Okay, and he comes with a horseshoe like I mentioned just now, whereby I don't know what is it for because I have not watched the movie yet. Oops. Yep, it's very tiny. Okay, and then he comes with a customized this one is the revolver, customized revolver they call it. And this customized revolver have a rotating barrel that you can see here. You can actually rotate it. Okay, very nice. Okay, and also a customized handgun. Okay, this one is just a piece, there's no movable parts. Okay, just a very simple guns here. And of course they call this not a briefcase. I'm sorry, it's actually a gun case. Okay, whereby it can be opened up. Okay, this gun case is actually, wow, just look at this. Wow, it's very nicely done. Okay, and this gun case, of course, these bullets you can't remove it, I believe. It's fixed. It's for the customized revolver that we mentioned just now. You can actually put it inside and close it. Okay, no problem there. Very nice. And of course he does comes with an alternate head, which is an angry one, which I like this one the most. Okay, it's very nice. You always know that I like heads with expression. Yeah, both heads actually are very nice. You can see. Wow, I think they actually nailed the actor spot on. Okay, it's very nice. And last but not least, of course, all the Mezco comes with a very nice base. As you can see, this is like a very premium. Even when you touch on it, you can feel, wow, it's a very premium kind of stuff. Okay, yep. So that's all for the accessory for this Hellboy. Okay, so for the size comparison, let's start off with some SH figuarts. I have the Iron Man Mark 85 Final Battle right over here, as well as the Captain America, the Cap versus Cap versions, and lastly the Infinity War Hulk. And moving on to some main facts, I have the Maximum Carnage right over here, as well as the Dark Knight Rises Bane. Next, I will move on to some Mezco 112. I have the Joker right over here. Okay, the Prince of Clown, as well as the Thor Ragnarok. And moving on to Marvel Legends, I have the Peter B. Parker with the Pizza Spider-Man head, as well as the Deadpool. Okay, which I think they scale pretty well though. And lastly, Kingpin. And lastly, I would like to compare with some assorted brands. I have the Nota Studio Steve Rogers here, as well as the Great Toys T800 from Terminator 2, and also the huge Storm collectible Zangief. Okay, so my final verdict for this Mezco Hellboy is I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So first of all, let us go through what I like about this figure. Is the first thing is the beautifully crafted figure as an overall, the head sculpt, the body, the hands and the tail, everything else looks aesthetically beautiful as an overall figure. And secondly, of course, you know I'm very peculiar about the likeness of the figure. So both the head sculpts, I would say it actually resembles the actor on the scale of 95%. And the third thing that I like about this figure is of course what Mezco excel at. They are using the fabric clothing for the overall figure, especially the overcoat as well as the pants. It actually looks very good, and it also improves the realism of this figure. And the next one, of course, it is about the accessory that it comes with. Although he doesn't come with much, but with the amount of hands as well as the gun case which can be opened up, I think that's a pretty cool things to have. And the last thing, of course, is a tiny little thing that they take note, which is to include a bendy wire for his tail posability. Okay, they could have just sculpted a tail whereby you can't do much about it, but they decided to incorporate a bendy wire, which I think is a very brilliant idea after all. Okay, so the next one is what I think could have been improved on this figure. Is I kind of feel the lower part of his feet is kind of small as compared to the upper body, which makes this figure to tip over quite often when I was posing him. And lastly, of course, it also have to do with his tail. Very unfortunate, the bendy wire is just halfway through and it's not on the entire tail, which makes it sometimes when you want to pose it, it just doesn't go all the way because the other ends of the tail doesn't have any bendy wire. So in conclusion, I will still recommend this Mezco Hellboy to all of you who are actually a big fans of Hellboy. This time Mezco did a very good job in making this figure. So I do hope you like this review. Do give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course always feel free to leave me any questions that you have down in the comments below. And before you leave, I hope you'll check out my playlist at the top right corner, and also do browse around my channel for more interesting reviews such as this one. And I'll see you again in my next video. As always, take care and thank you for watching. Bye.